Ziwe, and I'm doing W Magazine's ASMR. This is a mug with my name on it. We give this to all of the guests of my show, which is called Ziwe after me, Ziwe from work. Now, I watch a lot of TV. Currently, I watch a lot of Real Housewives, but back in the day, I watched shows like Gossip Girl, XOXO, You Know You Love Me. I watched shows like The OC, Welcome to the OC, Bitch. I watched shows like That's So Raven. That was me getting a vision. I love fire. I love scent. This is a candle that reminds me of Massachusetts, where I grew up famously, and I'm going to light it. If you're wondering, yes, it's hard to light with these nails, but still I rise. Also, a nice thing about Massachusetts is that we had Dunkin' Donuts, which is better than Redacted. And what was great about Dunkin' Donuts is that they had this thing called the culata. Culata is a very sugary drink that'll make you feel ill violently. Wow. Have you ever seen a flame dance in the wind? I know I have. I always wanted to go to college as a kid if I couldn't make it as a supermodel TV star. And so I attended this university in Chicago called Northwestern University, and this is a shirt that I would wear my freshman year for like tailgates with football players or whatever. Have you ever stopped to listen to a t-shirt? If a t-shirt falls in the wood, does anyone understand? Sexy. This shirt really fills out. These are like the boobs. Think about it. Wow. This is a calculator. I started Northwestern as a math major because I didn't know what joy was. And so that, no offense to any math majors out there, but it was mid at best. And I remember doing math and being in like group projects and thinking, wow, I could do anything else. I love math, but more importantly, I love dollar signs. Boobs. No one is ever too young to pivot. And so I started studying a bunch of different stuff like poetry and African American studies and film. I applied for an internship and my writing teacher gave me a recommendation, and then I ended up getting it, and it was at Comedy Central, and then I interned with Colbert Report and The Daily Show, and then I realized, like, oh my gosh, all this time I thought I couldn't get these jobs because I had no concept that this was something that people did for a living. And so I started writing. I got a joke on the Colbert Report when I was like 21 years old, and then I worked my way up, climbing the ladder rung by rung. All my life I had to fight until I eventually sold a TV show on Showtime called Ziwe. Now, a little bit about me is that I learned how to drive in Massachusetts. Everyone drives horribly, but not worse than in New York City, where rules don't apply and everyone's really, really angry. I've driven in New York only a handful of times, and each time I've thought that I was going to lose my life. Would you like to die on the Hudson Expressway? That would be horrible. Is it called the Hudson Expressway? Kickflip. This is how I drive. Ready? Beep, beep. Get out of my way. I'm scared and I don't like to drive. Beep, beep. How am I going to parallel park? Beep, beep. I once gave a stranger, my keys to parallel park for me because I was so overwhelmed by the one-way traffic in West Village. I moved to New York after living in Chicago, and I worked at a barbecue restaurant, and that was really, really tough because I had to memorize the menu, and I remember they had these hush puppies, which I had never tried before. Have you Elizabeth Taylor was actually born on my birthday, and I don't have as many diamond rings and or ex-husbands as Elizabeth Taylor, but I'm young, goo goo gaga, and I'm hoping to sort of meet her at her peak, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, to celebrate being a Pisces, which I identify as, I'm going to put some seltzer in a bowl and fish in the bowl with the seltzer. Let's get a little more bubbly in here. I hope that I didn't damage any audio equipment, but if I did, oopsies. Now, Pisces are the beginning and the end of the zodiac. We're known for being emotionally intelligent, intuitive, and in some cases even psychic. That's right. I know what's going to happen before it even happens. Wait, who said that? I did. Did you know that the majority of CEOs are Pisces? Did you know that? That's a real fact that I said. So I think about me is that I have class. So I like to write thank you cards to anyone who's ever crossed my path. Thank you. This pen is terrible. And so I'll write thank you notes to every single one of my guests because it is such a privilege and a blessing to get to talk to these people. And I know that it's stressful and scary to be like put on the spot, but that's part of the fun of my show. Thank you. I wrote a thank you card. This is really embarrassing. So I have horrible handwriting. I write like a doctor. And so when I did Meghan Markle's podcast, I gave her a handwritten thank you card and congratulated her on stuff, on her success. And I felt so embarrassed because my handwriting looks like if Ted Bundy was like on lean. And so when she sent me a thank you card as well, and her handwriting is like beautiful calligraphy from like the ancient Egyptian times, like it would be put in a museum. And so I just have to live with the fact that I didn't just ask my assistant to help me with the thank you cards because I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's continue. Ooh, wow, that sounds great. I think I'm dyslexic because sometimes I don't know my left from my right, and also I read paragraphs backwards. What do you guys think? Salt and vinegar chips, which are my favorite. I like that it hurts your mouth and feels physically unpleasant to eat. Tune into Ziwe, which is my show. I'm Ziwe from work. I have so many interesting guests that I'm going to be talking to, like Drew Barrymore and Wayne Brady, Julia Fox, Michael J, and so many more. Yum. My tongue is burning. This is what W Mag sounds like. And funny thing is,